Hello everyone, I'm Tone300 and welcome back to another episode on Greg Tech New Horizons. So we're going to carry on where we left off. Last time we killed the Wither and unlocked the quest to make the Diamond Dolly. But we also wanted to make the brewing stand, which we weren't able to do because we hadn't charged up our wand. But now we've done that, now we can do it. So let's get on with it. We found all the ore nodes we needed. Not ore nodes, the aura nodes, sorry. For the wand we needed all the different types of viz, which we now have. So now if I place my wand here, it should hopefully work. And there we go, we're going to complete the recipe for the brewing stand. Now that's something I've had my eye on doing a long time. That's actually a lot harder to get than I realised. So yep, but I'm happy it's done. Quest complete, blub blub blub. Let's have a look. Hang on, that's not blub blub blub. Where's that quest then? There we go. So it's really important for brewing the various potions like night vision, healing, haste and jump. Toxic potions or splash potions can be created too. You'll also need it to make a brewery, which is the main reason we wanted to do it. So I will get all of these rewards. Lovely. Thank you. And we can then move back to LV to see if we can complete this brewing the industrial way. Now I mentioned about killing the Wither to unlock this quest, which we've done, but I've had a look at the ingredients and we have a bit of a problem with the Nether Star plate, because the recipe for a Nether Star plate is quite difficult to do. So we need a Nether Star block, and that gives us 9 plates, but to get a Nether Star block we need to compress 9 Nether Stars. So that means I've got to kill the Wither 9 times to do this quest. Now, I don't mind killing the Wither 9 times, but what I do mind is killing the thousands of Wither skeletons it's going to take to get the skulls I need. So I'm going to find another way of doing this, because there has to be a better way. And I'm looking at if we can grow Nether Stars, and I think we kind of can. There was a plant. I forget what it's called. Let's have a look. If I just type in star, I think it's something like that. And Mana Star. What else do we have? Stardust Queen. See, they might even be able to do it in bees. Star Wheat. I think that's the one. Starwort seeds, not star wheat. What one about? Starwort. So we've got to try and get this seed somehow. I don't know how we're going to get it. I think it's just going to be luck. If we keep crossbreeding, eventually we should get it. Actually, what's this? Requires Nether Star ore or block of Nether Star as soil block to reach full growth. Okay, so that's going to be even harder as well. There's also something else we could look at doing. I'm just thinking, if we can get something that drops the skulls, then it might make it a bit easier. So if we press on recipes or uses, let's have a look. So we can get skull fragments to make it, but that's not really going to help us. Ah, the Horned Huntsman. So he's some sort of boss. He drops 3 of them. I'm pretty sure there's a plant as well that can drop skulls. I can't think what it's called off the top of my head, but we'll find out. We'll work it out. There must be another way of doing this. So let's go and do the brewing the industrial way. That will pretty much complete LVH anyway. I mean, this one we're going to have to come back to because those never stars are really hard to get. So it's taken me a long time just to get the one. Right, let's do this quest. Basic brewery. We need 2 circuits, the brewing stand which we now have, 2 tin cables, a machine hull, a pump and some glass. I'm going to bookmark that. Oh, I didn't notice all this stuff on the floor. Right, so let's put the armour back on. That backpack is full. What is water bowls? Right, let's get the ingredients together. So we need an electric pump. We need a couple of tin cables. A couple of bits of glass. And let's have a look what else it was. Oh, these circuits. Okay, we don't have any circuits here, so we can go to our circuit factory. I love any excuse to visit the factory. I'll just quickly skip the night first. Okay, the circuit factory's been doing really well. It's been really busy. It's looking absolutely amazing. And we have 29 circuits. Now, why have we not got more than that? Because we have 2k of resistors and 1.4k of circuit boards. 294 red alloy wires, 288 vacuum tubes. We have the fluid extractor with the molten tin. So I haven't put the covers on the circuit assembler. Why have I not done that? We'll come back to that in a minute. Take the 2 circuits. So actually we're going to need a couple of conveyors to pull the items out. They can also output into there. And possibly a pump on there. Right, okay. Actually we can do fluid also output on that bottom one. So we just need the 2 conveyors, which I will grab now so we've got them on us. There we go. And let's complete this quest. Now we need the machine hull as well, don't we? Right, 2 cables, 1 brewing stand and 2 circuits. And we've completed the quest for the brewery. Been staring at us for a long time, for many months. So we'll claim our reward. I mean, what are we going to make at this brewery? I suppose some alcohol or something? Yeah, I've never found them in the secret rooms it mentions on the first floor of some of the roguelike dungeons. Your gas towers, I haven't been in those. Yeah, I've done a lot of searching, I never found it, but we've done it the Thorncraft way, so I'm happy. So, I think I'm going to call this pretty much complete now, because I just don't know how I'm going to get 9 Nether Stars together. I will try and find out ways of doing this if I can start growing them. That'd be absolutely amazing if I can grow them. Or even get into bees and get them that way. But I should imagine it's quite advanced. So from here we'll probably move into MV age. And let's go and just finish off this circuit assembler because I don't really know why I haven't finished it. So we need a cover on there and one on there. Import allow input. Import allow input. So that will pull the resources in. Then I want to set the output as the top. And fluid auto output. Item auto output, so when we do make circuits they can be output into the barrel, and it looks like it's making its first circuit. Well, not its first one, but you know, first one that's now automated again. Yep, there you go, it went up to 28. So now we're going to be making an absolute ton of circuits, I reckon, with all this material we've got. That's going to be really, really good and really useful going into MV age. So let's start the MV age. Let's do something exciting. Tier 2 MV. We'll hide everything else because we're going to start here. And it wants us to make an MV machine hull. So the next tier of machine hull needs aluminium. You're going to need it for every machine and machine part for this tier, so keep that EBF trucking. Right, okay. Did you remember to read the safety first quest for details about mixing tiers? I don't know if I did read that, but I will do. The most applicable part to remember here is that sending MV to an LV machine will cause it to explode. Well, it makes sense, it's got too much power, isn't it? Sending MV voltage over LV cables causes them to melt, which causes a fire that can also cause an explosion. Additionally, recipes done in a tier higher than the original one, not ULV, UV counts as LV, are overclocked. Overclocked recipes use 4 times power and complete 2 times faster. That sounds interesting. A recipe is done in a higher tier than the original one. Okay, I like the sound of this. So let's make a machine hull anyway. How are we going to make these? So, all-time plates, aluminium plates, machine casings and copper cables. Let's have a look this way. Molten polyethylene. Right, so we haven't actually made any molten polyethylene yet. So we need to make ethylene if we're going to do it in a chemical reactor. Which looks like the only real way you can do it at the moment. So how do we make ethylene? In a distillery? What about in the brewery we just made? Can we not use that? No, it doesn't look like it. So we can make it in the chemical reactor as well. Sulfuric acid cell. Okay, let me go and check what liquids we have and stored away. This could be something we look at automating. So I don't know what we're making in here, but we're using it. Hydrogen, I believe. Oxygen gas, hydrogen sulfide. Okay, these are our fuels. And refinery gas, nice and full up. Sulfuric gas. So we want to get to ethylene, don't we? So we can hydrocrack propane or steam crack butadiene. Steam crack light fuel. I mean, naphtha we had quite a bit of. And that's kind of already set up to do, isn't it? Let's have a look. So that's our naphtha tank there. Which I believe gets fed to this little setup to make propane at the moment. So we could adjust this setup. To make the ethylene we need. Right, okay, let's go and do this quest anyway. I'm going to have to really sit down and have a think about how I'm going to set this up. So I'm probably going to have to set a whole new setup up. So we can make ethylene and then polyethylene. Not sure the best process yet, I'm going to work that out. That could be the next episode. For now, I think we'll have to stick to shaped crafting. So we need 2 wrought iron plates and aluminium plates. But we're going to have to make some aluminium plates. Copper cables and machine casing. Right, copper cables are okay because we're making some of those downstairs already. Right, a couple of those. And now for the machine casing. So this is made of more aluminium plates. Yeah, 8 of them either way. Program 8. Right, let's put some more aluminium in there. it looks like we're going to need quite a few, doesn't it? Well, I've just bookmarked it, and there it is. Where's that Enderman? Ah, no, do not explode. Trouble is, my base is so big now. Where is he? Can I hear him? I know he's just waiting to blow something up that he really shouldn't. Come on, come away from there. I don't want lava everywhere. That's it, follow me over here. Good, we got rid of him. Alright, let's go back to the crafting. So we needed one more aluminium plate, didn't we? So our first MV machine hull. So we have now officially started tier 2. That's a big step, isn't it? Right. We still get an LV loot bag. That doesn't quite make sense to me, but anyway. Right, so already we've unlocked quite a few extra things to do. There we go, ethylene. Chemical lesson part 2. So it looks like that's linked to ethylene. You can make ethylene several different ways. Ethanol and sulfuric acid in a chemical reactor. Ethanol in a chemical dehydrator. Distilling various gases, i.e. wood gas in a distillery. That sounds interesting. Cracking naphtha, fuels or refinery gas with hydrogen or steam in the chemical reactor will work too. We do have quite a lot of refinery gas, so we could use that. Check NEI or the game mechanics spreadsheet at that website. Okay. Yeah, I might have a look at that actually. Okay, and have a look for those data sheets. That could be quite interesting and tell us what we need to know. But I'm going to have a look at this distilling wood gas as well. I mean, what is wood gas? Charcoal byproducts. Okay, we don't have a pyrolyzed oven yet. Or this type of coke oven either. Right, so there's a few things that might have opened up for us here. Multi-block goals. Air filter, time to drill for oil. It's time to get more steam. Still don't have charcoal. Okay, so the pyrolyzed oven, this might be something we look at doing as well. More cupronickel coil blocks, which are quite complicated to make. But if we did upgrade our EBF to the Canthal coils, we would have some left over, wouldn't we? It's going to take mica and Canthal wire. Just looking at where we get Canthal from. So there's no EBF recipe for Canthal. Couldn't see it in the arc furnace. Unless we've got to make like a Canthal round or something. Molten Canthal, how do we make that? No, I think I'm going down the wrong route here. Right, so I'm not sure how we make Canthal yet. Chemicals that you reach to 700k. So yeah, you can reuse the old coils in your pyro or to make other machines. How fancy is that? Yeah, but how do we make this Canthal? If you don't have a vacuum fuser yet, cool the hot ingots in an MV chemical bath with coolant. So we need to get the Canthal hot ingots, do we? Ah, blast furnace. Canthal dust. Canthal dust is made from chrome, aluminium and iron. Right, so we know how to make it now. Let's yeah, we're going to have to make some of this, aren't we? Chrome, aluminium and iron. We've just got so much in our inventory again. Alright, that's a little bit better. actually need some food. So chrome we have here. Not sure if we have aluminium dust here. What we do? Iron dust anywhere? Let's have a look. I would imagine it's all been turned to ingots, but we never know. What is that? A zinc? Iron? Alright, I need to grind this down to dust. Just want to try it out to make sure we can make it. Ah, there's an MV recipe. So we need an MV mixer. That's not going to work. Alright, I'll leave the material in there. We need to progress through MV a little bit more, I think. Advanced macerator, advanced compressor, advanced centrifuge, simple item transfer, fluid extractor. Yeah, we've got all these MV things to make as well. Yeah, this would be good to get, wouldn't it? So MV circuits. Rightio, so we've got quite a bit of setting up to do. We need to set up a manufacturing system for all these components. Now in LV I was just using these forestry work tables and manually crafting everything. But I think now we've moved into MV, I'm going to automate this a bit more. So we want to automate. Oh, it'd be nice to automate all the LV components as well, wouldn't it? Although, how much more of these are we going to actually need? Don't know. Probably not. Maybe we'll just automate the MV versions and leave this. So, MV motors are magnetic steel rods, aluminium rods. Yeah, we could quite easily do this. So there's the magnetic steel rods. I think we needed 8 of those. Two cupronickel wires. No, 16 of the 2 times cupronickel wires. So we can make those in the wire mill. Cupronickel. Let's program 2. Those in there. Copper ingots go up there. So that's making the copper nickel wires. Then we need 8 copper cables, which we had downstairs. There's all our molten rubber, which is all linked up to this assembling machine to make cables. And I've actually forgotten how many we needed. 8, that's it. So we're just waiting on these copper nickel wires, and that will complete that quest and get us an MV loot bag. In fact, we do have quite a few loot bags, don't we? So loot bag IC2 crops. Let's go with some crops. In fact, we don't really want to be opening all these loot bags without emptying our inventory first. So we'll complete this quest very shortly. I'm going to put the brewery in here, if I can, yep. No, I don't want to say that, I'll leave that there. Wheat, I think we have in there. I suppose we do have something in here as well, somewhere. So we can make these in an LV assembler. It's the same price. Just a bit strange, anyhow. Yeah, so that should be fairly straightforward to set up then. Okay, so we can make electric motors. You're going to hate this in MV2. Oh, I don't mind. I think I can automate this quite easily. We've got a way of making rubber sheets now with our huge rubber tank. Component assembly line. Ooh. Right, I might have a look at the component assembly line as well. I'll show how we make that. Right, this looks quite... It can't be that. Is that how advanced it is? LV, that's what we want. Alright, I'll look into this. I'll decide which way I'm going to do it. But I'm going to set up some automation for these components, I think, next. And yeah, we'll go from there. So we've started the MVH. We've got a lot of things to set up ready for all of this. So I'm not going to do it right now because I need to think about how exactly I want to do that. We have any other quests to hand in? Just this one. I've held off handing this in because I wasn't sure what reward to take, and I want to look into these solar panels. I want to see what they do, if they're worth getting. So was it that one, wasn't it? Project Red expansion. Needs cleaning with right click. We'll claim it and then decide what we're going to do with it. I want to look into this backpack as well. But I think we need hardened leather. Yeah, the wax. Beeswax from forestry. So yeah, we need the honeycombs, don't we? Right. So we probably need to start bees as well. We've got so much to do, haven't we? So much to do. Requires first things first. What have I not done? How to be? Yeah. Okay, in order to get started with bees, you need a few basic things. Most importantly, a scoop. For the quest, you want to make a Greg Tech scoop. Later, you can make scoops using magic or even rechargeable scoops. So we can make any old scoop. Okay, it's got to be another episode as well on bees and scoops and everything else. Right. I think we'll end this one here because we've made quite good progress. We've completed, well, my version of completing the LVH. I just need that Never Star production line somehow or something. I need a way of getting Never Stars other than killing withers, because I just can't be bothered to kill all the wither skeletons. I mean, how many would I actually have to kill? I mean, to get 9 Never Stars, we would need to kill, I don't even know how many, because it's a rare drop, so you've got 1 in, I don't know, 10 chance of getting one. So we could end up having to kill, I don't know, 30 times 9. That's a lot of wither skeletons to even find, let alone kill. So it will just take endless time to do that. Way too much time. We're going to find another way. We're going to grow the crops we need, or do it through bees or something like that, and then we'll come back to it at a later date. So yeah, thank you all for watching again. Please do leave me some comments below. I'd like to know a few things, like best way of getting Never Stars, so I can complete LV completely. Any tips on getting started with bees would be handy, because I think we're going to be doing that soon. And yeah, any other comments you've got on this video. So yeah, good to see you all, and hope to see you again soon. Please do subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.